Pieces to start with the star booms. I'm getting a notification in, but for some reason I haven't registered with my phone. My apologies. Go inside. Oh, and that's such an alignment too. And so it's the bottom of the card. Archangel Gabriel is so heavy with me right now. I keep on hearing, you get to know it, babe. Like, you get to know it. You get to have, I don't know why it almost feels like a clear slate for you to innately be, ooh, that's so nice, at one hood. They want you to be at one hood with yourself. You know, you have a sisterhood, neighborhood, at one hood, wholeness. Certain rates of initiations have occurred with you. Sometimes we should basically allow the channel to come through without asking or confirming whether or not what we're receiving is true in perception. But a lot of the times, because we hear the chatter of, oh, this ain't about nothing, they ain't talking about nothing, we pull the cards out. But what Spirit is saying is a lot of us who are true channelers are going to have to move away from having the cards, because sometimes they act as pacifiers and they don't allow us to align to deeper truths, because these cards recirculate certain rates of trajectory that don't allow us to align to things that are at deeper depths. And you are the depth that basically, oh goodness, you are the depth that basically gets to go beyond the consciousness. As you are speaking to the sub, which is what the message was, subconscious maps. They saying that I already prayed, so just basically start speaking. Thank you, Spirit. I know that I'm protected. I don't have any hesitation in my spirit, but it's so much. And it's like emotions that are connected with it. But what I previously perceived before I basically came on here to have this message, and I saved it like on a voice note, was the understanding of meeting the corners, the 2, 1, 3 corners, the 1, 2, 3 corner, not recognizing that there's a 4, 5, and a 6, a 7, 8, and a 9, and how these 3 triangles basically layer on top of themselves to basically create a complete understanding of what is to be undertook. However, you are only privy to the 1, 2, 3 because in your subconscious, you've distorted yourself at a rate to where you can't perceive the full conscious map, the full subconscious map that allows you to be at a rate within your consciousness, right? And that's aligning the heart with the brain. Rerouting certain rates of communication, because you're meant to be in this space of travel within the mitochondrial DNA that aligns you to basically go deep within your blood, to scavenger through sour soul thresholds. And when I'm thinking about sour, I'm thinking about spoiled. When you leave something, goodness gracious, when you leave something unattended to, when you leave something undiscovered, when you don't think that it's important enough for you to basically position yourself in a posture. I'm always talking about posture because that was one of the first things that my ancestors made me basically sit within myself at. And I still get in a habit to where I want to get close to y'all and I move in and stuff like that. But the reason why they wanted me to basically recognize that your posture is something that has to be really, really matured and not manufactured at a rate to where you're getting this, oh, sit up straight when somebody else comes in the room, because there's a certain rate of steadiness that you have to live within yourself at. And I believe it also goes back to what I was saying as the 3-2-1, the 1-2-3, constantly hitting these 3 corners, not recognizing that there's 6 more corners that you get to gain access to when you open yourself up to it. But a lot of the times, y'all, because of our previous experience, we don't give ourselves access to moving further or beyond that. We put ourselves in certain race of existing at a level because of what has already occurred, that we don't even allow ourselves to take on this Knight of Wands energy to where we're intrigued enough to basically go on the adventure of what is unknown to us, because we're not sure whether or not we're supposed to be there. But it's like, if you're waiting for somebody to give you permission, and you are the permission that basically is being given to other people, it becomes a very, very sticky situation, because you don't know how much, spirit, you don't know how much is being held up, basically just based off of you not taking the leaps of faith within you. It's not about the position. It's not about the title. It's not about how you are connecting with one thing. 644. It's not about how, it's not about how your family may previously created certain race of protection and foundation for you to be assured in certain sheltered kids, is what I'm basically feeling. Kids who have things that are done for them so they don't have to basically go out and get it on their own. Trust fund babies. Pacifiers. Big Mama not about to hold your hand with this. There's about to be a pushing out the nest that is going to require you to be at a rate to where you have to basically fully align to what is open up to you. And she's going to do it with love. You're going to know that you're cared for in this push. But it may be a circumstance to where you're going to have to release faulty belief systems that you previously felt were true, but you never challenged them. Because you're going to basically be pushed to limits where you're going to have to trust the truth being based off of reality and what is actually coming up within you, not secondhand stories or emotional static. There's a certain rate that's about to come that's going to basically align you to deeper depths within yourself. And the reasoning here is because of what needs to happen, which is this unapologetic show up. Imagine if we all were basically initiated based off of everybody being their truth and their authentic self. Yet there's so many carbon copies. There's so many needs to have, so many comparisons being made, so many threadings, the wrong connections. You're going to have to be at a rate to where you don't apologize anymore about your power. But in order for you to do that, you're going to have to get at a rate with you. And sometimes that requires you to basically be kicked out of the fold. But it's going to happen. I don't know why I'm literally seeing somebody push somebody down a slide and saying, all right, baby, I'll see you. Like that. Like I literally see it. Like, all right. You know, the kid didn't know, 939, they didn't have no clue that this was about to happen. But there's a divine push that is about to come. And it's going to feel like an attack. You're going to be nervous. You're going to be scared. But it's necessary because there's somewhere that you are going within yourself that needs to be dealt with. Because if you don't basically deal with it, certain rates of you will go unkept. And that won't happen this season. You won't be at an 8 of Swords energy. You're going to have full awareness.